Welcome to the new scientific health breakthrough scientists say can retard the aging process. This is the first formula ever of its kind, which I will introduce later on to you. So what is it? What is it that gives us optimum health, that is the talk of the town, sports nutrition, maximum energy output, and anti-aging? Let me introduce myself. My name is Anna Peters. I've spent 35 years in nutrition, researching, studying all over the world, scientific health breakthroughs and bringing the technology back to Australia. So in the last 10 years, I've specialised in genetic research and I understand how important it is for our body and cells to receive certain nutrients, life-changing. I've spoken around the world and this is a breakthrough in health that I have ever seen. What does every sporting club want this new product? Why does every sporting club want this new product? So what's the breakthrough? It is called glutathione. GSH is the scientific term. How come you've never heard of it? Why are doctors all over the world talking about this? So what is glutathione? It's produced naturally by every cell of your body. The world's most powerful antioxidant. It's our most efficient detoxifier in the body. Its role is to strengthen the immune system, reduce cellular inflammation, protect us against oxidative stress, and body uses it to recover cell damage, repair tissue, and DNA synthesis. Body uses it to prevent cell death. Now, most importantly, in energy, as you know, ATP production, which all personal trainers know about, but they don't know because it hasn't been taught in school. When you become a sports physio trainer, glutathione is very critical for the production of ATP. So if you look at the studies found on the public medical library, you will see that ATP is required, glutathione is required. Acute glutathione depletion restricts mitochondrial ATP production. I will go into the details of the role of what the mitochondria does in a moment. So how come you've never heard of glutathione? Well, you are born with it, yes. Your body makes it. However, it declines after the age of 25, for some even earlier. You cannot absorb the amounts that you need from food. Scientists hadn't worked out a way of getting this inside our cells up until now. If you've studied immunology, immunotherapy, or are a liver specialist or worked in an emergency, you would know more about GSH than any other medical doctor. If you've studied naturopathy, you would know about it because it's naturally occurring in the body. There have been many supplements in the past, but none were effective to raise GSH levels until recently with a new breakthrough. So if you look on the public medical library, which is the medical library for all the studies conducted, there are over 40,000 scientific articles validating how important vitamin C is, but there's over 160,000 articles validating glutathione. So it's obviously something we need to learn about and support. So if our body makes trillions of cells, we create about 100 billion new cells. Most of them need glutathione. In fact, glutathione is so important to us, it is responsible for every action in the body. Every action the body requires, it needs glutathione. So let's take a closer look at the human cell. What I want to concentrate here and focus on is the mitochondria. If you see those little peanut shell mitochondria, did you know that our cells contain between 100 to 200 mitochondria in each cell? And in that mitochondria is where glutathione uses and is produced to deliver the ATP production, the energy production. So it is critical to us. But here's another thing I want to really make clear. In the liver, your liver cells actually have about between 1,000 to 2,000 mitochondria. It's the little energy factory in our cells. Now, if in your liver you need between 1,000 to 2,000, you have between 1 and 2,000 mitochondria, you require glutathione, which is why liver can regenerate so well. It has more glutathione in there than anywhere else in any other cell in the body. Now, if you can just understand that we deplete glutathione after the age of 25, but remember, our cells duplicate. They duplicate an exact replica. So if you're depleting in glutathione, then you're duplicating depleted glutathione cells. So it makes sense that we want to be taking something to raise our levels. Now, if you were just to Google how important is glutathione to your cells, this is what you would get. Glutathione plays important roles in antioxidant defense, nutrient metabolism, and regulation of cellular events, including gene expression, DNA and protein synthesis, cell proliferation, and apoptosis, signal transduction, that's a signaling between one cell to another, cytokine production and immune response, and protein glutathionylation. This is a study on the Public Medical Library. Now I'm going to click on the next slide, which is going to show you the study. This is part of the study. Now I would like all health professionals, practitioners, doctors who are really wanting to understand this to actually pause this video on this slide and have a really good read through it. Now, it talks about a very, very clear process of how the primary function of glutathione in cells culture systems. It's very, very accurate. And one thing I want to mention here is when you actually take vitamins, let's say, for example, your cell needs vitamin E. When it uses up vitamin E, it has to actually take an electron from another cell to stabilize it. Therefore, you're depleting the other cell and destabilizing it. But the thing that you need to understand here is that with glutathione doesn't need to take from another cell. It doesn't need to steal from another cell. It recycles itself. So it's recyclable, renewable energy for us. Glutathione is so important, we need to support it. So, as I said before, our glutathione levels are dropping fast. We're losing about 10 to 15% per decade, starting at the age of 25, which is what the studies have shown. We believe that it's much earlier than that. And also, I want to make clear something. If glutathione is important for cellular communication, as I mentioned before, then how important would it be? Did you know that autistic children are born with 1% glutathione levels as opposed to 100% in a healthy child? So they lack the cellular communication. Now, when we give children glutathione products that raise glutathione levels, we see an incredible improvement. So what causes our glutathione levels to decline? Aging causes it, toxins, stress, alcohol and smoking if you do that. Poor diet, sun exposure and sleep deprivation all adds to the decline of glutathione. Here's another slide that's very, very important. Now, I'm not saying that the product I'm about to introduce to you is going to treat, cure or diagnose any of these, but what I would like to make clear here is that all these 74 major diseases on this chart have one thing in common, and that is that they all have extremely low levels of glutathione. So if somebody said to me, I've got a product that can raise your glutathione levels very effectively, would I want to support that? Absolutely. I don't want to let my levels go low. Absolutely not. So as I said before, all of those factors, infection, aging, poor diet, drugs, stress, pollution, all of those things lead to what we call oxidative stress. When you have oxidative stress, you have free radicals. Free radicals are those things that cause rusting in our body. It causes and leads to problems. It causes toxic buildup, which leads to the glutathione depletion of the cell, leading to cell death, the very thing we want to avoid. And also I want to make something clear. It is a scientific fact, and on the Public Medical Library you will find that by taking glutathione and having an effective glutathione supplement, your skin will whiten. Not only will it anti-age, and you'll notice a difference in the appearance within 3 months, but it is a known fact that it whitens and brightens your skin. It is a known fact that the Philippines is a high user of glutathione supplementation just for this fact alone. So just to recap, glutathione is an antioxidant. It's the most powerful antioxidant in our body. It's in every cell, most of our cells, detoxifies the cell, protects the immune cells, and it's a fighter of cellular inflammation. If you have a look at that picture, you will see the immune cell's job is to invade anything that comes in that shouldn't be there. And the immune cell relies on glutathione for its fuel source. It's very, very important to us. So now that we have a very effective glutathione supplement, what would happen if we were to raise our glutathione levels? When we raise our levels in a very short space of time, we will notice an increase in energy output or ATP production. It slows down the aging process, reduces muscle and joint discomfort. It strengthens the immune system, detoxifies the liver and the cells, improves mental focus and clarity, improves quality of sleep, reduces the effects of stress by calming, improves the skin, athletic performance, and recovery is a big one. I have supported and sponsored world champion boxers around the world because their bodies take such a beating. They really need the most support they can get. And if we can give it to them in one formula without them having to take 6 to 10 supplements, it's an absolute blessing for them and they perform extremely well. So this is how we've been able to raise glutathione levels in the past. Now, if I was to say, why don't you go and get a straight glutathione powder and take it, the science shows us that it gets destroyed in the stomach acids. It doesn't work. So we've also got intravenous glutathione. So you can go and get intravenous glutathione. The benefits last about 3 days. You'll notice a difference in energy increase. And it costs about $300 a pop. So it's very expensive and you don't want to be doing that every 3 days. Not everyone can afford that. You could swim in ice cold water. It would raise your levels by 20 to 25%. And just back on the intravenous glutathione only raises your glutathione levels in your blood, not in every cell. It's not intracellular. Undenatured whey protein would raise your levels by 35%, lipoic acid 35%, milk thistle alone 35%, SAMI 50%, N-acetylcysteine, which has been the preferred way of raising our glutathione levels in the past, is what we've been using. But it wasn't as effective on its own. You need 3 of the amino acids. Cysteine is one of them. You need glutamate and glycine and a lot more than that. It only raised levels by about 85%. It was effective, but now we have new technology which supersedes that. Our first generation glutathione enhancement studies showed raised our glutathione levels by 276%. Our second generation Pro GSH is much faster. It has a faster delivery system. It has not only the precursors, which is cysteine, glutamate, glycine, and all those things that our cells can absorb and get through the cell wall to raise our levels effectively, but it also has the fast-acting glutathione, L-glutathione and S-acetylglutathione, which is like having an IV glutathione go straight into the blood. This product that I'm about to introduce to you, I have been working with for 17 months and I am absolutely amazed at the blood works, at the blood results. I'm amazed at the feedback from the clients. The clients are extremely happy, and all for $49 a bottle. The product I'm talking about is called Provizion Gsh. Provizion Gsh alone for $49 a bottle replaces 6 of the products that I would recommend to most of my clients. Now, in the past, we had issues with glutathione enhancement not being suitable for all genetic type. This formula is suitable for all genetic type and shows results very quickly, something that all practitioners like to see. It has intelligent design. It increases the mitochondrial function, increases the ATP production, increases glutathione levels, protects immune function and cells, repairs tissue and DNA. Just a bit of a recap. We're calling it Hope in a Bottle because what we're seeing is absolutely amazing. It has 5 core sciences. I recommend you highly do your investigations and understand exactly what this product is doing. Speak to the practitioners who are using it, and they will show you their blood works. They will show you the results. And this is the label. It's all on the label. The 5 core science breakthroughs technologies are on the label, and you can click on any of those blue links on one of the forms. Speak to the person who sent you this information so that you can go straight to the public medical library studies to investigate the 5 core sciences so you can understand why this is making some noise. That brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.